Students, please be online. I'm sharing the slides, but somehow it's taking much time, so please be online. Is it visible to you now?
Yes, sir, it's everything.
Yeah, thank you, Amal. So, class, the very basics of entrepreneurship we have gone through. Now, the next one, that is international entrepreneurship opportunities. We have gone through with the characteristics of entrepreneurship, the basic difference between entrepreneurship and entrepreneurs, what type of advantages and disadvantages the entrepreneurs will get when they start the business, what are the opportunity, what are the roles that has been played by the entrepreneurs as far as the economic development is concerned. We have discussed all those things. Now, in the next topic, as far as our syllabus is concerned, we are supposed to carry on with the large scale, small scale, micro, medium, ancillary, and cottage industries, registration process, and all those things. But before we move further, we would like to go with the international entrepreneurship opportunity. Because once we have gone through with all those opportunities that lies in the market, we can actually get differentiate that what exactly the large scale, small scale, medium scale, ancillary, cottage, or a kind of gru udyog, what are the process for the same, and so on. So, in our second module, this will be the last topic, domestic and international entrepreneurship options, or you can say the opportunities. So, first we'll go with this international entrepreneurship opportunities. Now, My basic question. Yes, what do you mean by international? Yes, then global Videsh out of the domestic boundary, beyond authority of national boundaries. Very good. I appreciate all the answers. Right, correct. Beyond authority of the national boundaries, also correct. Out of the domestic boundaries, also correct. Now, what do you mean by an opportunity? What it stands for? What do you mean by opportunity? Motherland sisters are international, yes. Now, what do you mean by opportunity? A chance to change whole life. Okay. Others can also answer. There is no extra charge on answering the questions. Feel free. Opportunity is a situation that entrepreneurs found at the global market or even at the domestic market. Opportunity is the one who helps you, yes, a circumstance to do something new. Yes, exactly. Opportunity. An opportunity is a circumstances, is a situations where you find something good, where you have your own visions, where you utilize your skills, abilities, and X factors and calibers. And you feel that yes, if I do something like this in the market, the chances of getting success is high. This is what we consider an opportunity, or you can say a favorable situations to start something new. A favorable situation for your innovation, for your unique ideas, implementation, and so on. So, opportunity, an entrepreneur whose eyes, ears, and mouths and nose always open, who does have very good knowledge about economy, internal, external environment, definitely he or she find lots of opportunities on day-to-day basis. Will will still take 2 to 3 minutes for the explanation of this point only. Let's have an example of Reliance Retail or Reliance Jio. People, Mango people, or even we can say the entire economy or entire global economy. People are used to use petrol and diesel vehicle, and it was quite booming. It was quite booming. Now the one I'm talking about Reliance Industries Limited earning lakhs and crores and billions of dollars, billions and trillions of dollars from that business of petrochemical industries. Now they come up with new business of Reliance Retail, or you can say Ajio or Geo and something like that. Why? Because they found that yes, there is a scope, there is a favorable situation in certain businesses. If we enter into those businesses, then the profit making are quite high. So the one who are active in the market, who always used to update his sales, definitely find out lots of opportunities in the market. And it is not restricted or limited to just identify the opportunity. What will be the next step after this? Once you identify your opportunity, can you tell me what will be the next step? Idea generation, or we can say the implementation, feasibility study, and so on. Once you identify that yes, here I can see good scope, good potential for my business, for my idea, I should go with this. So opportunity. Now we have gone through with the opportunity, we have gone through with the international, across the borders, across the domestic areas and so on. Now my next question is that why one should go to international business? Why? Yes, class, why one should go for international business? For more income, okay, for expansion of business, okay, to be top on the global market, okay, forget something, okay, to expand the business, very right, appreciate, good answers, all the answers are very correct. Now we'll go with some detailed examples. Bajaj Auto Limited, I think you guys are aware about that. Let me share few examples of this company. Bajaj Auto Limited, I personally met Mr. Rajiv Bajaj, MD and CEO of Bajaj Auto Limited. I personally met Mr. Rajiv Bajaj. He is passed out from foreign university, and we had a discussion for 20 to 25 seconds only, but he answered very that whatever he learned from the university, as far as the degree is concerned, the implementation of those knowledge in current life, or you can say in the practical life, in the corporate, is very less. Once I have joined my company, I come to know that practical implementation matters a lot. And from that day onwards, he has started implementing lots of unique ideas. He came up with lots of research and so on. And because of that only, they come up with first ever bike in its own segment. The name is BYK with a very lesser price of 27,000 rupees only. Later on, they have found that the bike is not up to the mark. They failed in that, but they didn't stop their sales. They come up with the Bajaj Pulsar, Bajaj Boxer, Bajaj Boxer, again with low range bike of 32,000 only, Bajaj Boxer. Then Bajaj City, Boxer 80, Boxer MT. Then they come up with the first ever bike, India's own bike, sports bike, Bajaj Pulsar. At initial stage, they firstly launched 150cc, then 180cc, then 200, 220, and see now they have lots of different portfolios of bike in their segment. And the most important thing is that nowadays Bajaj is exporting their bikes across 70 countries. Across 70 countries, they are exporting their bikes. This is possible just because they have found out that yes, at international level, lots of opportunities are there. Do you guys have heard the name of IKEA? Have you heard the name of IKEA? We have heard lots of names like Tesla and Googles and iPhones and all those things. But do you have heard the name of IKEA? It is furniture mall. It's a European company. It's a furniture mall where people used to purchase furnitures and fixtures at very reasonable price. The company basically belongs to the European Union, but nowadays, in the recent time, they have entered into the Indian market and started their showrooms in Maharashtra because they found that yes, in India we can have lots of earnings. It's a big mass, and definitely they are going to purchase furnitures. Lots of surveys, lots of research they guys have done, and finally they have entered into the Indian market because international business opportunities are there. People are crazy to come to India for the business purpose. Even recently, if you guys have read the newspapers, Tesla is coming to the India in Bangalore. So you can imagine there is lots of chances are quite high, and that's why one should go with the international business, or we can say the international opportunity should be grabbed by the entrepreneurs. Apart from that, you guys have also rightly answered that to expand the business, to expand the new demographic and geographic area, to reach to the new customers, one has to go to the international business. And in recent time, let me tell you, in recent time, India's export increases exponentially. We people don't have that much container. Shortage is there. We don't have that much container with us to send the goods to the foreign countries or at international border. shortage is there. This is how the opportunity lies. So this is all about the international entrepreneurship opportunity. Grab it and grow. Now we'll go with some of the concepts. International entrepreneurship is the process of an entrepreneur conducting business activities across national boundaries. Whatever the boundaries are there, you cross the boundaries and spreading your business. It is not necessary that you start your business in another country with your physical presence, not required. We do have many gateways. Yes, we do have many gateways to start or to jump into the international business. That we'll discuss later on. I think you guys must aware about the exports and all those things. So these are the different gateways. With the help of that, you can even start your business across the boundaries. And one should start. You guys have heard the name of Lijjat Papad? Lijjat Papad mostly accept international students. All of you guys are aware about the Lijjat Papad. They are export it like anything, exporting it with a very huge quantity. So there are lots of chance, there are lots of opportunities that an entrepreneur should grab. Then, when an entrepreneur executes his or her business model in more than one country, international entrepreneurship is occurring. You are very good in India, you are very good in Gujarat, you are very good in Saurashtra, vice versa. Initially, you started your business in Rajkot, then spread it across the Saurashtra, then growth engine you have started and you moved to the cross borders, later on pan India. And when once your business crosses the border of India, it will be considered as international entrepreneurship. This is what Jyoti CNC is doing. Jyoti CNC's another unit is there in the France. A sister concern company named Huron. International, they are now international player with a commercial history of only 300 years. The United States is a relative newcomer to the international business area. Not only United States, but Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and few other countries. They are emerging like anything. And Indians, we people, even Asia is really very lucrative for the international business. Would like to give you one full stop example of international entrepreneurship, and the example is China. The company's export, or you can say the country's exports, is exponentially high as compared to the any other countries around the globe, with special reference to the GDP. You guys are well aware about the exports of China. They do have specific area, they do have specific port for the export purpose only. They do have entire cities. If you want to purchase mobile, there is a separate city. If you want to purchase furniture, there is a separate city. Or you can say the township or a specified area. They are hitting like anything in the international market. So, no doubt, not only US, not only European Union, not only lies across the globe. Anyone of you have heard the name of Antigua and Barbuda Island? Antigua and Barbuda Island. So, international business is much needed nowadays. And for that, I think I have shown you the video of Jack Ma, globalization. Do you have any business in your mind that has great scope for the international market? If you have any business in your mind, if you don't have, then try searching for the same. Food franchisee, yes, very good. Like US Pizza, KFC, Barista, transportation. Means you are talking about logistics like FedEx, Safe Express, DHFL. You are talking in that way, Prince? Travel agency, okay. Like Thomas Cook, Cox and Kings. Yes, opportunities are there. Our tile and watch industry will still we have king in production of watch. Yes, Ajanta and ceramic industry. No doubt nowadays we people are passing with the cutthroat competition with China as far as these two industries are concerned, tiles and ceramics and watch industry. But yes, then also we are leading. We are leading in that. Before few days only, actually, I was working on that project since long, but before few weeks actually, I come to conclusion that there is a huge demand of socks in European countries. Socks that we people are used to wear under our shoes. Socks, there is a huge demand. And for your information, guys, I was also get shocked, and you might be get shocked that we are having only two companies. No doubt there are many who export the socks, but there are two companies that got the global name and fame for these exports of socks. The first one is Footsie. Yes, the name is Footsie, and the second one is Mustang. And in that, the one company has been handled by the woman entrepreneur, basically belongs to the South region. And the charges, or you can say the price of socks is 400 rupees, and so on for the international market. There is huge market, there is huge potential. So the one who wants to grab must jump into the international business or international market. So, importance of international entrepreneurship. International business has become increasingly important to firms of all size, particularly today when every firm is competing in hyper-competitive global economy. Yes, it's hyper-competitive. Competition is always there. If we people are selling ceramic tiles at 10 rupees, China will sell it at 9.90 rupees. If we are selling it at 11 rupees, another company will start selling it 10.90 rupees. Hyper competitive. And this is not related to India or China only. It is everywhere. The global economy is now known as hyper competitive. But yes, then also there is a huge potential, there is a huge scope to start the business, to enter at international level, irrespective of your size, whether it is small, whether it is medium, large, or Gru Udyog, we can say the ancillary or cottage. Let me give you an example that I have already shared. Lijjat Papad, they are exporting it like anything. Maniyar Khakra, they are also exporting the khakras like anything. Specifically, Unity is there just for the export. Now even Balaji is there in the export market, Balaji wafers. Irrespective of your size, you can mark your presence in the international market. Depends on your financial backup, depends on your risk appetite. But yes, one should grab the opportunity that lies in the international market. An entrepreneur entering the international market should address different issues like the difference between international business and domestic business. There is a difference of culture, difference of people, difference of their need, wants, and demands. Here in Gujarat, the khakras are very, needed in the breakfast. But in Russia, it is not like that. In China, we have seen many different types of market, but the demand is not here in India. So you have to identify the demand that are available at international business and domestic business. It might be possible that your product is very successful in the domestic business but might get fail at international level. It may possible. So you have to identify the difference between international business and domestic business. You have to identify the segment, you have to identify the geographical area, demographical area, customer clients mindset, what exactly they need, wants and demands, their lifestyle, their spending power, and so on. Age, gender, income, living standard, every quality of life, everything matters a lot. Everything. So you have to identify the basic difference between international business and domestic business. Then the strategic issues are there. It may be many issues pertaining to the borders, pertaining to the products, how to mark your presence in the international market, how to sell your products, what are the bank guarantees, what are the trades and tariffs, generally accepted trades and tariffs, what are the rules and regulations. There could be many strategic issues, how to find out the buyers, how to find out the distributors and suppliers. There are many strategic issues, but yes, solutions are there, and that's why only we people are there in the market at international level. Issues are there, same time, solutions are also there. Then options available for engaging in IB international business. What are the options from your point of view are available for international business? The one I have said is export and import. Apart from that, what other options are there in the market? With that, you can start your business at international level. Yes, students. Like joint venture, Then, what others? In a very diluted language, we can say export, import, joint ventures, strategic alliance, starting your own unit at foreign countries, and many more. These are the words that we use in our local language. Apart from that, we do have the different options: licensing, franchising, and so on. International versus domestic entrepreneurship. The first one is uncontrollable factors. It's risky. We do have the next topic related to this only, that is related to factors only. So in next session, we'll go with that. As far as today's session is concerned, we'll keep up to this only. Do you have any doubts for the same class? Any doubts for this international entrepreneurship opportunity? Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Anything else that you guys would like to discuss? Any idea that clicks in your mind that yes, this is really a great opportunity, one should grab it as far as business is concerned, as far as international border is concerned? If you do have any ideas, please share with me. We can work on it. Okay then class, we'll keep up to this only. If you do have any ideas or any issues, any doubts that you would like to share, feel free to share with me. I'm always available for the same. So that's it for the day. Thank you so much class. Enjoy your weekend. Take care.